Hey guys, and welcome to Pregnancy Week 22. I am 22 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and yeah, I cannot believe how quickly this pregnancy is starting to fly by, which is just crazy. So at 22 weeks, I'm definitely at the halfway mark or over the halfway mark, so that's really exciting to think about. And sorry I look like crap. Yeah, it's been a long day. So anyways, okay, let's go. Where to start? I had an ultrasound yesterday. Baby girl is indeed a little girl, and I wish I had my ultrasound pictures, but they're out in the car, so I will have to show them in another video. But I got two pictures. They weren't the greatest pictures. They were just two pictures, but they're still cute, and she is still indeed a girl. When we went in, she's like, so do you already know the sex? I'm like, yeah, we do, but I want you to double check. So I didn't tell her what the sex was, but I'm just like, yeah, but I want you to double check. And first thing she did was go between the legs, and without hesitation, she's like, it's a little girl. So, and that was with a different tech. So I think it's safe to say two different techs have said that this is a little girl, so I think it's safe to say that she is indeed a little girl. So that's really exciting. I was a bit nervous that, that she was going to turn into a he at my ultrasound. But she's not. She's still a little girl. Mommy. So that's exciting. The baby was wiggling and moving all over the place during the ultrasound. The ultrasound tech was like, man, she's really making me work hard today to try to get the measurements, because she would not sit still. She was just going crazy in there. And another thing is, you know how I mentioned that I'm having these sore spots on the outside of, ouch, see, I just hit it. Oh my gosh, it's like right here. I'll show you. So, okay, here's my stomach. So I'm having sore, extremely sore spots right here on both sides. So when she was doing the ultrasound, you know, they take their little probe and they go to town and they push and do things. I thought that I was going to start crying.
Mom, can you make these flowers into bows?
I am going to make them into bows, but not right now, okay?
Oh, you're gonna make them into bows! Yay!
But yeah, it hurt so bad when she was going over that spot. I do.
Mama, I think you can make me a bow.
You think so? But I need you to be quiet though, because I'm making a video, okay? And I gotta hurry up and get it done. So she kept going over the one spot right here on this side, and I thought I was, no, don't touch. Okay, sorry about that. I had to run and get Jaden a snack, and I put him in front of the cartoons for a second. So hopefully he'll let me get this video done. Anyways, so she was pushing on that spot with the probe, and I thought I was going to start crying on that table. I was wincing back. So much pain. It hurt so bad. So I don't know what's going on in those two spots, why it's so sore. I mean, I'm guessing it has to be my abdominal muscles, but holy cow, it hurt so bad. And that's also the reason why I can't really carry Jaden anymore, because when I carry him, his knees dig into those sore spots, and I just can't do it. It hurts really bad. So I have my next OB appointment in a week. I'm definitely going to ask about that, because oh my gosh, it hurts. And I never experienced that with Jaden. But other than that, the ultrasound went great. And I've not had any symptoms this week. I have felt absolutely fantastic. There's really nothing I can report on, except for when I'm walking long distances, I'll get kind of a little crampy, like below my stomach. You know, like the crampy feeling that you get like after you've ran a lot and you're out of shape. That kind of crampy, that's kind of like the crampy that I get when I walk a lot. But other than that, that's the only symptom that I've been dealing with this week. And then like the sore abs or whatever it is, I've been experiencing that as well. But other than that, I've been feeling great. I am noticing that my stomach is getting so big, like I just can't get over how much I've grown. And you know, maneuvering around is getting a little bit harder. But yeah, that just comes with getting bigger. So yeah, we went on a mini vacation this past week. We went with Thomas's parents. We went to Michigan, and we went to the Henry Ford Museum and I forget what it's called, the Village or whatever the Village is. We went and did that, and Jaden had so much fun. It was just fantastic. Thomas and I's, my bedroom, our hotel room, Thomas, Jaden, and my hotel room had a hot tub in the hotel room, like in our room, and that was fantastic. At first I was a little bummed out because I didn't think I was going to be able to get into it. But it's one of the kinds that's really like a giant bathtub with like jacuzzi jets in it, and you can control the temperature. So I was able to make the temperature low enough to where I could get into it. So that was really, really fun. We spent a lot of time in that hot tub, all three of us, and it was a lot of fun. And it was really fun to just be able to, you know, sit in there, and Jaden was splashing around, swimming around, and we were watching TV while we're in there. So it was really nice and really, really relaxing, and we had a great time, and it was just so much fun. We stopped at Lake Erie at Luna Pier and let Jaden play around. He kind of got in the water a little bit, but the water was freezing. It was not warm, so he didn't stay in for very long, and he liked looking for seashells along the beach, and that was a lot of fun. He had fun collecting those and digging in the sand. And we stopped. We had like yummy food every single day. We went out to eat for every meal, and it was just wonderful. And I know I probably gained 5 pounds alone on the trip because we just had some fabulous food, and it was a lot of fun. And oh my gosh, no one ever told me that Chili's cheesesteak, or not Chili's, TGI Fridays, or TGI Fridays, their cheesecake was absolutely delicious to die for. That was probably my favorite thing that I ate on the whole trip, was that cheesecake. It was so good. But yeah, we had so much fun, and we did a lot of walking, and I was fine. It was fun. I haven't been to the chiropractor this week because we've been, like I said, out of town on our little trip, and yeah, I need to call and make a chiropractic appointment soon. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, last night Thomas and I went and we met with our doula, so that was really fun. We met her at our local mall food court, and she was fabulous. She was so nice, and I'm the kind of person, like, when I meet someone new, I'm so shy and like so quiet and introverted. So I'm so glad that I have Thomas. Thomas was able to be there with me because he breaks the ice. He is the complete opposite of me when it comes to that. He's very outgoing, and yeah, that's meetings would be so awkward if it was just me because I'm just so quiet and shy, but with him there, I mean, there's not a dull moment. So it was really fun, and they hit it off great, and I really like her, and she kind of just went into some details on what she does, and some of the things she'll be doing. She talked about bringing like a few different type of massagers. She's going to bring some lotions, some scents, and it's going to be fun. So I'm really looking forward to October. She's also going to be encapsulating my placenta, which she did say that she heard recently, even though the birth center that I'm going to be delivering at has never had a problem with people taking their placentas before. They're saying she's heard through the grapevine that now they're pushing to hold the placenta for 72 hours before they will release it to you, and by then it's no good. It's no good, and it can't be encapsulated. So, and I guess their policy is to hold it for 72 hours just in case something's wrong, and they would need to test it or look at it for something. But the thing is, they inspect it right when it comes out, so there's really no reason to hold it. So I just think that's ridiculous. You know, it's my placenta. I grew it. It is my organ or my body part, or however you want to say it. It just frustrates me that we have to fight for our own, you know, thing that we made and produced ourselves. So that's really frustrating. So she's like, she said she didn't know for sure because, you know, she's just heard it through a couple other midwives. She's going to check into it further and then get back with us. But she said, I mean, there's ways around it. She said if worse comes to worse, we can just steal the placenta. And I can just see it now, like my name in the newspapers. Woman gets arrested for stealing her own placenta. Oh, it just drives me nuts. But anyway, she said that one option would be to refuse to cut the cord. And then once they leave, we can cut the cord, and then she'll take the placenta and do it that way if worse comes to worse and they throw a big fit about wanting to release it to me. So for those of you who don't know, placenta encapsulation is where they take the placenta, they clean it, and then they dehydrate it and they put it into pill capsules, and then you take them like you would take a vitamin. And it is supposed to help with like the hormonal imbalances right after you give birth. Your hormones are all out of whack. It helps balance those out, which helps prevent postpartum depression. It can help slow down your postpartum bleeding, and it can give you some energy, and it can also help boost your milk supply. So those are the reasons that I will be encapsulating my placenta and then taking them as vitamins. And when you think about it, we are one of the only mammals that do not ingest our placentas at birth. So there's a lot of health benefits to it, and that's why I'm doing it. So that's really fun. She's the sweetest lady. She seems really nice and laid back, and I think I'm really going to enjoy her presence at my birth. So now, I've met with the doula and everything, so now I just need to meet with the birth photographer, and I'm meeting with her with Thomas at a Starbucks on Wednesday. So we'll be meeting her on Wednesday. And I'm hoping that she's just as fabulous as, you know, the doula is. And I've seen her work and her photography, and it's just, she does some amazing things. So I'm excited to meet with her on Wednesday. And then I had to reschedule my birth center tour because it conflicted with my work. I am now working. I work during the summers, and I don't work during the school year, but I do work during the summers just for a little bit of extra cash. I do not make good money or anything, but it's just a way to have extra cash during the summer. So I am working, and that's going really well. But yeah, the birth center tour conflicted with my work schedule, so I had to reschedule that. So we've got that rescheduled for June 17th, and the 20th is my birthday. So my birthday is coming up, which is crazy. I can't believe it's already been, I'm going to be another year older. Time just seems to be flying by in every way. But yeah, another thing I forgot to mention was I busted out the jeans, the non-maternity jeans that I wore 9 months pregnant with Jaden. I got those out today of the closet, and I put them on, and they're tight. I could not believe it. So yes, I'm definitely a lot bigger this time around than I was with Jaden, for sure. They're really tight in the thighs, and they're a little bit tight around the waist as well. But I can still fit into them, but they're not as comfortable as they were when I was 9 months pregnant with Jaden. So I really need to try to start cutting out some of the junk food out of my diet. I keep saying that, and I've really been trying hard, but with us being on vacation this past week, I haven't done really well. So I really need to try a little bit harder with that, because I don't want to gain like 1,000,000 pounds. Because she'll be born in October, and I start my student teaching in January, so I don't want to be like this huge heffalump when I'm student teaching, because middle school kids are not kind. They are not always kind. So anyways, I think that is it for week 22. I will show you my stomach, and then I will do baby buys in a separate video, because I think this video is already really long. Another thing I forgot to mention is we have decided to stay here with Thomas's parents for until May when I graduate and until I can get a full-time job. We considered moving out and getting an apartment, but with Thomas being the only one that's working right now, money would just be a little tighter than what we would want it to be. You know, when we're here, we don't have a lot of expenses, so you know, money's not super tight. So, but if we moved out, it would be. So we've decided that it's just probably going to be best if we stay here until May, and once I get a full-time job, even if I don't find a teaching job right away once I graduate, I'll find at least some kind of full-time job, and once I get a full-time job, then we will move out. So we are going to be working on getting our room ready for baby. And so one of the first things we're going to do is, we have a couch in our bedroom right now. We're going to be moving that couch out and bringing in the dresser that was in Jaden's nursery and buying another additional dresser from IKEA to get a little bit more storage in here. So we're going to be working on rearranging this room and getting it ready for her. So she'll just be in a bassinet in our room, and we have the crib in the storage unit, but we're not gonna use that just because it'll take up too much room in here. So we have a pretty big room, which is nice. So to keep it opened up and everything, we're just gonna use the bassinet. So I can't wait to start moving furniture and getting the couch out and the dresser in, and so I can start putting her things away and getting things ready for her. So I'm really starting to get excited. But I think that's it. Baby buys will be in a separate video because this video is already too long. And now I will show you a belly shot. Okay. So there my stomach is at 22 weeks. And as you can see, holy cow, I'm getting huge all of a sudden. And it's really hard. And it's really hard to suck in now that she's so high. So there she is. Alright, that's it, and I'll see you guys next week.